Welcome everyone to the first ever episode of the Lofi Podcast. Here, my first ever guest is kz1teryyy, otherwise known as Costa. Nice to meet you.
Yeah. Hi everyone. As my friend has already said, my nickname is pronounced like kz1teryyy, but not actually like that. It's like kz1teryyy, and my actual name is Kostya. So you may wondering why my nickname is like that, because, for example, if we look on all the other names, there is like some adequate names like chilled cat or just actual names, but mine is something strange. And this nickname is actually I've been making it for the pro scene, like cyber sport, and I tried to make this up so nobody can offend me. Like, you can't really make up something offensive. Yeah. So as I think if anyone doesn't know how to pronounce your name, nobody can make something up with your name. That's my logic to this word. But actually, I really like how it looks. So I just decided to keep it. I remember my father said, like, son, why did you decided to keep this three Y's on the end, at the end? And I said, like, I just liked it. And there is like no concept behind it.
Yeah, that's crazy. But I'm guessing that the K comes from your name Costa, does it? Or...
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I really like about my name the first letter. I'm not really proud of the actual name, but the first letter is my love, actually.
Right.
It sounds so cool, and it looks so cool. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's fantastic. That's amazing. Right. So, now, just before we get to talk about lo-fi, which is what this is all about, just about yourself. Do you have any hobbies, or what do you really do with yourself at the moment?
Yeah, I actually have a lot of hobbies, and I couldn't even tell you all them, because there is actually a lot. There are. So my actually favorite hobby besides music is playing chess. Not on the pro scene, but anyway, I love watching some Gotham chess videos and other recaps of chess games, and I really like to read and study. Actually, that's something which is combining with my lo-fi like passion.
So it really sounds
that's my
like,
hobbies.
Yeah, you sound like a really smart guy. You're talking about chess and then reading and studying. Like you're an absolute brain
I'm
box.
I'm absolute pseudo intellectual.
Yeah, wow, that's amazing. So you're into chess, you're into reading, but of course you're into music as well, right? We all make lo-fi. We're all like a community together. So how did you start to get into music? Like, what was your earliest memory with music?
Actually, my whole life related to music. So I've been playing piano in music school when I was like 7 or 6. I have a lot of stories related to this moment of my life, this period of my life. I remember some concerts, for example, that I had like in exams, and it was hilarious because, for example, I remember when I needed to play 2 compositions, but I was too nervous and I didn't know like what should I do between them. Should I stop like these movements with my hands? Like, what should I do? Like in a area around myself, and I just decided to play 2 compositions in a row, and I think like nobody didn't really pay attention, because I still got like 4 on my exam,
right?
Like as a mark. So yeah, but I stopped playing piano when I was this age because my teacher wasn't really too good. I was a lot of. I think I just. I don't know. It was pain to play piano due to her strange. I don't know how to even call it, trainings, as I can say, because you of course have like this hands practice. How should you hold your hands on your like keys? And I always
finger
had a
position.
problem with it. Yeah. And she like hurted me because like I couldn't really. I couldn't hold it right. So yeah, after this period, I stopped playing piano, and maybe like 5 or 6 years later, I started dancing, and I'm still dancing like now since the fourth grade, and now I even graduated. So yeah, it's been a long time, and actually dancing is my hobby as well. But I didn't really mention because I couldn't dance due to exam preparation and uni study. So yeah, it's really in my background like a secret skill, you know.
Yes.
When I will have a uni university like competition, I will just crash everyone. So
yeah, no, because
long story short, but huh?
Yeah, no, because what I was thinking is it's really unfortunate. Talking to a lot of people, why did they stop playing an instrument, or what caused them to dislike it? A lot of the time, it's a bad teacher, right? And so there's lots of people I've talked to. They stop playing piano or violin or guitar, and it's all simply because their teacher wasn't the best for them.
It's also in a casual life. For example, at school, you have like a good math teacher. You like this subject, but if you're not, well, it's a disaster.
Yeah.
So yeah, and I remember the moment I decided to make music. Firstly, I was just scrolling Instagram and found out that my friend is currently writing a book, and he was searching for music, but not actually searching. He was I don't know, doing something with a BPM, and I just asked myself, why he can and I couldn't? So I just searched for some information about this, and I installed the DAW. And after some months, I just fully focused my attention on this type of thing, because music is, as I can see right now, is my only life passion, and like the main thing in my life.
Yeah, no, it's the same with me. Like I played piano before and things like that. And then I saw people online were producing music, and I was like, I really want to do this as well. It's just an idea that captivated me. But I didn't start off making lo-fi though. My first experiments were with a lot of electric guitar and sort of math rock. What was your journey into eventually making
actually
lo-fi?
the same. I tried firstly to make some rap beats, like if you know some rap producers like Florency or Metro Boomin, you know this. There are like a lot of projects with hi-hats and super fat bass and so on. Firstly, I tried to be a new opener of this thing, and slowly but surely I got into folk music, and then
right.
once upon a time, I discovered this thing, like a lo-fi. Actually, I discovered lo-fi much more earlier than I started making lo-fi, because, for example, My favorite lo-fi musician is Lilac. I I have no idea what is he or she. I just know that it is beautiful. So,
Yes.
and I discovered it at like 2021, and my discovery of making lo-fi was in 2023, I guess. Something about this lines. No, actually 2022, mid 2022, I guess. That was the time I firstly dropped my single, and it was actually hilarious because I just got it into like super random distributor. I uploaded my track, and I decided to check the platforms next day, and I was like, I saw my name, and I couldn't believe like, is it
Yeah.
happening right now, or like what's going on?
Yeah. No,
So it's like a super fun experience.
Yeah, because I remember whenever I released my first single, or no, my first EP actually, was in December of 2022. And I woke up that morning and I opened Spotify and it's like, my name's there. Like, it was a crazy experience seeing it for the first time.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, that was a complete, I don't know, it was insane to see myself, my name, near the Taylor Swift and all the other.
Yeah.
So Taylor Swift, some random kz1teryyy name, and and other things. So yeah, it was absolutely wonderful episode in my life.
Well, the dream one day is to be as big as she is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like, you started producing lo-fi, but recently I've been listening to your tracks, and some of them are cinematic. Like some of them they could fit in a video game soundtrack or an anime soundtrack or things like that. Like I find a lot of lo-fi artists of late are expanding, and they're trying different genres. So what made you choose that cinematic was what you really wanted to work with?
Well, I can tell you that I'm not a huge fan of films and movies and so on, but the thing I really like about them is the music. For example, we can, for example, take the Pirates of Caribbean, and the music from there is absolutely magnificent, and it's like super emotional beside the main like topic. Like besides the main melody, for example, the bridge between the parts. So emotional things always were in my music, like not actually always. Sometimes for example, when I started making music, I couldn't even understand what notes I'm placing. So as soon as I discovered how the notes actually work, I fell in love with minor scale, and as I remember, I was making music with minor so often, so I could easily make some happy music in minor scales. So it was a completely usual thing for me, and as a producer, I really want to fill my music with emotions. So when I discovered then that I can implement my emotions, my feelings, and my inspiration in something beside the lo-fi genre, I just this was like an explosion in my mind. So I just said to myself that, well, Dream Hop, I'm cooking right now, and after this, I invited you as well, and I had also some other works. My upcoming album also has some cinematic things. So yeah, my main thing is like to introduce my emotions. So
Yeah.
if it's other genre, it doesn't matter. Actually, that's my position.
Yeah, I think as producers or just artists in general, whether we do music, whether we make paintings, whatever we do, as long as we put our emotion into it and it's what we're feeling right at that time, I think it becomes real. Like it gives life to our art and what we create. So the fact that you put emotion and love and dedication into what you do is just one of the best things ever. Like,
thank you. Sorry.
So well, you produce lo-fi, but what kind of music do you listen to? Like, do you listen to other genres? What kind of is there any artists you can recommend?
Actually, my music taste is an absolute disaster for all my friends, my family, and everyone else. Like, because I listen to everything. Literally, I can listen to, for example, how's it called? Actually, I forgot the name of the genre. I can listen to like super hard R&B, like not R&B, drum and bass, and I can turn on the Taylor Swift, and I can listen breakcore, and after turn on the lo-fi. It's just I'm switching between the genres like a absolute psycho, you know. And for example, I had a playlist, Apple Music playlist, and it wasn't really for one genre, and I included all the songs I like in this. And listening to this playlist was like a casino, you know. It's you don't actually know what you will hit next.
Yes.
it's super random.
It's like roulette. It's just something random every time.
Yeah. But talking about my favorite genres besides lo-fi, I really like the neoclassical piano music.
Yeah.
I really like cinematic music. For example, Hiroyuki Sawano, who makes anime soundtracks, and I also soundtracks and OSTs from the anime are super cool. And for example, if you know like Violet Evergarden or other animes, it's like super cool. Yeah, it's like super emotional. And if you don't know, I even sent to you the piano. I asked you to make a super dark vibe and send the piano, and you told me that it's super cool, and that's actually what it was. Now you know.
Yeah. Yes,
but
now I know.
As a dancer, I always will have a super hard hip hop beats in my SoundCloud playlist. Nobody can see this, but there are like an absolutely insane tracks.
Yeah, no, that's really interesting. I think it's good though that we listen to lots of different genres of music because we can take inspiration from each one, and we sort of blend it all together, and it becomes our music whenever we produce. It really helps to fuel creativity, I think. But then, of course, as artists, from time to time, we always end up getting into sort of a dark place, and I like to call it musical depression, right? We're not able to create. We can't come up with any good ideas or anything like that. How do you sort of get yourself out of that rut, and how do you help yourself to get creative again and start making new music?
It's actually a very, very deep topic, and firstly I want to tell that I think until the 2024 I didn't have a block, a creative block at all. So the first time I saw this like terminology, it was like from my friend Umbrella Boy, and actually when I firstly saw this, I didn't know like what the hell does it mean, and I even congratulated him with that. Like he said, bro, I have a creative block, and I said like, hooray, it's like super cool, bro, like keep it up. And then I realized I'm super dumb, and what should I tell after this? And my music journey continued, and a lot of compilations and things I wanted to participate just started grow and like super fast. And I couldn't keep it up, and at some point I just realized I don't want to make music with simple chords anymore.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to make a minor chord and invert the middle notes one how's it called, one scale, not scale, one octave up.
One octave up.
And
Yeah.
yeah, I started thinking about like taking the MIDI. I started about thinking about like learning the notes and other things because I just I was exhausted about my own like lack of interesting ideas because actually Actually, the reason I started making music with you so often is because you know music theory, and you can always keep like no make something cool. And
Thank you.
of course, you also might have some things like you don't have any inspiration at this moment, but when you know music theory, it's not really the case. When you don't know anything and try to make something, it won't work like about 100% all the time. And if you know something well, something might work. And you might also, you asked me, how do I deal with that, right?
Yes. Yeah.
So I think I just, my routine when I can't make up something, I just coming home, for example, and I open my door. I'm putting 3 chords in my MIDI, and I just quit. And it's going on and on and on, and maybe like a month later, I'm just putting some nice chords and like that's tough, man. And you know, the main thing about making music is like your first melody. If the melody is trash, well, you won't make anything cool. And
Yeah.
like how should I try to make something if I can't make a cool melody? Because drums, it's not like complicated. It's like super easy when you understand like the rhythmic, the vibe, the mood, and well, I just take a break, and even if I can't take a break, I just listen to a lot of other music. For example, I'm not really watching anime right now, but I actually don't really make a lot of music right now. But when I was making a lot of music, I also watched a lot of anime and some emotional moments, and I just heard like one or two chords, and I was like, man, this might work in my genre. And yeah, that's actually the secret of my thing. But now actually my creative blocks are much more harder because even with some nice melodies, I don't always have like energy to continue them, and that's why I started making like more collaborations because I don't really have time to record all like drums all the time with my microphone. So yeah, that's how you can also avoid getting blockaded with creative blocks. So
Yeah. Yeah.
that's my secret about.
Yeah, no, I find it the same as well. It's working with others, and working with other people can really help to uplift you and come up with new ideas. Like, I find that because the lo-fi community online is very small, you know, we're almost like a family. You know, where if one of us if one of us is stuck and we need help, we can ask someone else, and we're always there to help each other and come up with new beats, new song ideas, and it's really beautiful just the way how we're growing close together. That's really cool. And so whenever I talk about sort of lo-fi and we're as a family, what do you think of lo-fi being commercialized? It's a bit of a sensitive subject, right? But most of us are here for the love of it. But what is your idea in that, building up big labels and getting TV show placements or YouTube placements and doing it for money? Like, what do you think about that?
Actually, my only problem with making music is that I can't really promote it. And even if I have social media accounts, for example, Instagram, I have a private Telegram account, like a group with all the Russian friends and relatives. I still can't make something with a promotional thing because I respect others' time, and I just putting myself on their place. And for example, I'm opening Instagram, and there is like super huge post like, "Hey everyone, now I have a release," and well, what should be your attitude to this? Of course, you won't be any interested because, well, you wanted to see some funny videos. You wanted to have fun, and now some random Russian guy is telling you that he has a release right now. Of course, you won't check it. And about the commercials, I understand people who can do that, but you have a personal promotional channel then. For example, I have a friend, Umbrella Boy, and he has dedicated page only for the music. And a lot of artists, they are artists because you promote music there. But my profile is my life plus my music, and I just can't switch my main topic of my channel and of my profile. And talking about commercials, actually, to be honest, our genre is pretty background, as I can say, and it's fine if your music is not getting as much as it could with promotional assets. It's just about your personal respect to yourself. If you think that your music is cool, it will I don't know, it will blow up. Yeah, I just finally recall the verb. So yeah, and if you're not actually fully convenient, fully confident with yourself, of course you will run some ads, some things, and you will just, I think, after some time you will just get bored of yourself because you can't all the time make promotional assets. For example, you make story about yourself, like, guys, can you give me some feedback? For example, you can tell me how you're doing on all this stuff, and maybe once a month you can show something what's going on in the music career. But yeah, I just really can't understand how you can go like this all the time and nothing beside that.
Yeah, no, definitely. But I think it's really good the way that whenever you're promoting your music, you said that it's your music and your life on the Instagram. You find it hard to separate it, and that's what makes it so real. You're not putting on sort of a fake persona. You've got your artist you and your real life you. You are always Costa. No matter where you are,
yeah.
you're the same guy. And I think that's really something that it's lacking in the music industry. People are always being fake,
yeah.
and their art isn't real. So I really respect you for that. So keep it up. Keep it up.
Yeah, actually the same. And I actually, for the first time, I think when I realized that I don't want to promote my music, I started rejecting the collaboration thing, the collaboration button in the Instagram. I also started to. I also stopped to attach my music to my like profile things. For example, I'm just posting something about my life, for example, my face or my dogs or my cats, and I also stopped attaching my music to this because I can promote, for example, my favorite lo-fi guy. I can I can show respect to my friends from other labels and from other countries. I just think lo-fi and actually music, it's about your feelings, and I don't like artists who is actually hiding their honest things. I understand someone who is like antisocial, who are shy, yeah, but you can't always be this fake, you know?
Yes. Yeah, no, 100%. Right. Okay, so now we've talked a little bit about music. You briefly mentioned earlier an upcoming project that you have, a big album that you're planning to release at the end of October.
Yeah.
Yeah. So here, what's the idea about it? Can you tell me more about it?
So, the reason I decided to make this album is firstly, of course, to show that I really love my family, and nowadays I can't really say that a lot of people do this. I, for example, already quite sometimes released the music for my relatives. For example, when I didn't even become a musician. Uh, when I didn't, when I wasn't a musician, yes. So I wrote some songs for my mom, yeah, for my mom, and also for my grandmother. And recently, my track, which I also made for my mother, just released, like perfume track. I don't know, like saw you this or not. It has like perfect art cover, and I especially for this asked the Fedania. It's actually a really cool girl who's making art covers, and I I can say that I should be really, how's it called? I should be this word. I should be proud to live in a family, in a lovely family, and in a casual life, you're not always thinking about this. Like you're just living your life and not thinking that you might live better than others. You, for example, you have all things that you could have in your life. For example, you have nice bonds between your relatives. You usually have arguments, and you have a general support coming from your parents, and also from your brothers, sisters, and so on. And yeah, of course, you might have some conflicts and so on, but um, as someone wise said, there is no true love without conflicts. And yeah, I'm just trying to be a great son, if you can say this. I'm just I'm not only trying to unite all us even more than now. I'm just trying to unite also lo-fi community. I'm trying to create new bonds between us. And for example, between my first album with No Normal, Daniel, I noticed that artists which were there also started collaborating. For example, Icy Waves and Old Blanket, or yeah, I think yeah. So
Yeah, it's amazing. Just sorry for butting in, but even from that album, I've now done a collaboration with Old Blanket too. So it's
yeah,
so it's beautiful.
that's the point actually. Yeah, I'm just trying to build this nice family, not only in real life with my family, but also family in like lo-fi community, and that's the whole point. I want to unite us. I want to show that I'm being respectful and all the other great things in the world. I also just booked the poster with a how's it called with a frame thing already, and it's going to arrive to me in like a couple of days, and
Right.
I'm super hyped for it, and I will just show this work to my parents, to my grandparents, to all of them, to my dogs and so on. I just booked a new cover with my cat actually. She's not going to be white
Yeah.
because the lighting there is like will be kind of gloomy and so on, so she'll be black.
Yeah. But no, that's amazing.
But yeah, that's the whole thing.
Yeah. That is the whole thing. I mean, like, it's all about what you said is so true. Every day we don't think about it. We don't really appreciate the people around us.
Appreciate. That is the word I tried to recall like for 50th time. Like, what the hell? And what's your thing? Did you make music for your relatives?
Yeah, no, I've made music as well, thinking about people that mean a lot to me, and it's I don't publicly say this song is for you or anything like that, but if I meet them, I tell them this one tune I made and you are in my mind, and it's really beautiful that we can do this. And then even you mentioned the lo-fi community as well, what you did with your last album. And then your new album, whenever I was looking at all the people you're collaborating with, I was really excited whenever I saw you had Disagree on it as well, because I've worked with him before, and it's like meeting a cousin you haven't seen for years,
Actually, the thing that we can make music personally for someone is such a big flex, as I can say. It's super cool. Yeah, imagine like it's like super basic thing. It's cliche, but making music for your love. Or my first dream is to meet someone with whom I make music. For example, you or Daniel or all the other guys. Not actually all the other. I have like 4 guys. Actually, Daniel, you, Umbrella Boy, and I guess that's it. But
yeah, well, sometime in the future.
Like, for example, and the second thing I really want to achieve in my life is to find a girl, and in my like super dreamy dreams, she's playing piano or guitar, and we're just going in the studio, and we're just making super beautiful chords, and the atmosphere is like super romantic, and you're having the best time of your life. That's my dream. That's the dream of a different music producer.
Yeah, that's my dream too. So
you're the guy who is making music with guitar. So you need a girl who can play piano then.
Yeah, absolutely. that would be beautiful. Yeah, but no, it would be great. Like I've seen even on Instagram, there's Jay Fletch, Saint Rumi, Erwin Doe, and those people are meeting up to make music together in real life. And it's whenever we see things like that, we realize that the lo-fi community means so much more than just making money. Like we've got friends, and they're real people.
Luquette told me, Luquette from the Lo-Fi Girl, you might know him. So he told me that in our chat of Cuddly Weeks, he a couple of times sent the pictures of the heads of Lo-Fi Girl, like the most cool guys there, like Monja Loops, someone the Traveler. I forgot the name. and all the other guys, they're just meeting in a random country and software, and Colt and all the others. So they're meeting in the country, like random country, France, like Italy, and they're like going to the studio and they're making like ton of beats, and after they're going to the bar, for example, or they are just chilling in the random like cottage or something, and you're just looking at these photos and thinking, maybe I will have something like this in the future.
Maybe one day.
I'm not asking a lot, but it would be nice.
Yeah, it would. Yeah, that would be lovely. That's something we need to work towards.
That's actually my goal personally right now, because I have a pretty decent amount of listeners. I have listeners in my own country. I have a parents who support me in my music career and all the other spheres. I have a friends. Actually, when I entered the uni, my DM was crashed with the girls who asked me like, "Bro, how can you be this good?" And I'm not trying to be arrogant. It's just I'm just sharing you that. That unity right now is something I'm trying to approach. And remember me asking you, like, is it possible for you to come Moscow one day, or St. Petersburg? That was the point. At that time I didn't really thought I didn't think about like you coming to my country, but I also looked for some tickets to India, to Texas, to Australia, and it's not like a threat, but I know where you live in because of the contract. That's the thing.
Depending on the way you say that, it can sound very threatening.
The first villain of the lo-fi community.
Yeah, that's you, man. You're the first villain of the lo-fi community. Yeah. But no, that's amazing.
The first philanthrop / villain.
Yes, that's amazing. Yes, but here, Costa, that's great. Thank you so much for thank you so much for taking the time for the interview today. It was absolutely amazing to talk with you.
It was so lovely, actually, and I really hope you will let me know if we will record the second part and the second chapter, because
absolutely
maybe we will talk about more deep concepts of music. Maybe we will talk about certain person. Certain labels and some underneath things like contracts and maybe some things which we should avoid.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
But this is like super cool. I was actually nervous as hell, but I had like a really nice time there.
Yeah, and it was lovely speaking to you too. So before we go, where can everyone find you? Like, do you have Instagram or TikTok, or like where will they listen to your music?
I don't have TikTok. I don't know it's pleasure or not, but I have an Instagram. It's kz1teryyy Lofi, kz1teryyy Lofi, and I also have Spotify and Amazon, Apple, all the other things. And you can always like at day and night find me there. I will be pleased to if you hear my music and let me know what do you think about this.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, the best listeners is who's giving you the feedback and honest feedback.
Yeah, that's great. But Costa, thank you so much again for today. I hope you have a great rest of the day, and I'll talk to you later.
See you later.
Right, see you later. Bye.